What's going on, you guys? My name is Crypto Jaws. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a very good day. Before we get into today's video, I wanted to make two announcements. First off, I do apologize on not uploading as frequently as I was when I first originally started this channel. I intend to make around 2 to 3 videos a week. It just depends what's going on in my personal life and what's happening in the crypto world, but I'm shooting for at least 2 to 3 videos a week. My second announcement, I do intend to do a crypto giveaway if and when I hit 100 subscribers. I don't know if it'll be in Bitcoin or in Ethereum or both or just one or the other. Let me know what would you want in the comments below. Either a Bitcoin giveaway or an Ethereum giveaway. My idea is like do $50 of the Bitcoin and do like 2 $25 Ethereum giveaways to 3 different people. But let me know which crypto you would like to see in the giveaway, and if you would like to participate in the giveaway, subscribe to my channel, and once or if I hit 100 subscribers, I will then release a video on how to participate in the giveaway, and I'll do probably like a live stream drawing, or I'll just do like a YouTube comment picker video for the giveaway. But if you would like to participate in the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and just wait till when or if I hit 100 subscribers. So with all that out of the way, let's see what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So the news that we're going to be going over is 3 reasons why DeFi tokens are outperforming Bitcoin's price. Max Keiser says protesting does nothing, buy Bitcoin instead. And lastly, 2020 Libertarian Presidential Candidate Jorgensen talks Bitcoin. And along with that, I also have a screen recording from an interview that she did while she was on a podcast 2 days ago. And I asked this question multiple times until either someone's going to shut me up or answer my question. But she actually did answer my question. I asked what were her views on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and she did answer my question. If you're excited about that, then watch to the end of the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the market. We can see that Bitcoin is down 3.24%. It's been trading sideways along with Ethereum for the past few weeks. Very boring price action movement. We saw a pump yesterday, but it ended up dumping as of early this morning. Ethereum is also down 3.65%. So the first article we're going over today is 3 reasons why DeFi tokens are outperforming Bitcoin's price. And this is a very large and in-depth article from Cointelegraph. I'm not going to go over it too much, but I will hit up on their 3 reasons why, their bullet points. And the first one is that Ethereum 2.0 is coming. And they say that the update is expected to occur sometime this summer. And as John Jordan, the communications director at DApp Radar, explained, it will have a great impact on the entire Ethereum ecosystem, including the DeFi space. The second reason, network activity is at an all-time high, and we've definitely seen this. According to these charts from Maseri, you can see that DeFi use is definitely at an all-time high, and you have all these other crypto channels just stressing you that DeFi is going to be the next big thing. In 2017, it was the ICOs, little shitcoin scams, but now it's decentralized finance. That's where the money's going in the next bull run. And we can see right here, according to the ETH gas station, USDT and various decentralized exchanges have been the leaders when it comes to gas usage. Consequently, DEX tokens have outperformed centralized exchange tokens like Binance's BNB and Bitfinex's Leo, according to a recent report by Maseri. And the last reason why DeFi tokens are outperforming Bitcoin's prices, more projects and users is a bullish signal. Like I said, more users are using DeFi than ever before. This is going to be the next big thing. And we can look at this chart right here that the total value that's locked up in dollars in DeFi is right under $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion locked up in decentralized finance. That's insane. I'm not a financial advisor, but my opinion, just as an individual, is decentralized finance is the way to go. It's definitely something to look forward into. You don't want to put all your money into it, obviously, but a percentage that you're willing to possibly lose if something were to happen is definitely the reward is definitely greater than the risk, in my opinion. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. It's just my opinion. But yeah, that's the last reason out of the 3 why DeFi tokens are outperforming Bitcoin. So before I get into this article from Cointelegraph regarding Max Keiser saying protesting does not do anything, buy Bitcoin instead, I'm not saying my views are the same as Max Keiser's. I'm just the messenger. I'm just telling you what he said. So if you feel strongly about what he says in a negative light, do not direct that towards me. I'm not saying I agree with him. I'm not saying I disagree with him. I'm just reporting it. I'm just telling you. So he says protests do nothing compared to buying Bitcoin. And we have a very bold quote from him. Black America will never be equal to white America. They will never have justice in white America, Keiser said. Like I said, I'm not saying that, I'm just quoting him. He also said the only thing they can hope for is individual sovereignty, and the only way to get there is through savings and Bitcoin. It's the best way to get there. So I will agree partially with what he said. I do believe that the only hope for an individual in their sovereignty is Bitcoin. I do believe that. And I'm not saying that is only towards African Americans or towards any other people of color. I'm just saying as an individual, as all people, we all want to strive for individual sovereignty from the government. And I do, in my own opinion, believe that the best way to do that is through Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Other decentralized cryptocurrencies, I should say. He also said, tearing down a statue does nothing. Marching in the street does nothing. Electing people to office that you think are going to help you does nothing. None of that works. I'm telling you as a white male boomer Wall Street careerist that I would laugh at that, as my brethren would do. It does nothing. So, like I said, once again, my views aren't exactly the same as Max Keiser's. What he's saying I don't agree with entirely, but the only thing I will say that is important is true individual sovereignty and true freedom starts with financial freedom. You don't want your assets locked up in a bank that could be manipulated through central banks, the Federal Reserve, and the overall inflation of the United States dollar. But enough with that. Let's go ahead and go towards a lighter topic. So, the 2020 Libertarian Presidential Candidate Dr. Joe Jorgensen talks about Bitcoin. And before I get into this piece, I'm not saying that I endorse her. I'm not saying that I agree with her. Even if I did or didn't, I don't want to bring that up on this channel. I don't want any politics in the comments. I don't want a political war in the comments. I'm just reporting on what her views are. So she is the third party candidate. She is the third most popular presidential candidate besides Donald Trump and Joe Biden. And a lot of people don't really know that much about her. And she has already spoken on her views on Bitcoin. So we have, I can pull it up right here. So in the Bitcoin.com's article, they asked her, can you tell our readers what types of plans you have that would address specifically Bitcoin and cryptocurrency advocates? And this is her response. First, I would enact Ron Paul's Free Competition in Currency Act. This would repeal legal tender laws and taxes on coins and monetary metals. It would repeal the prohibition on coining money. She also said, I would repeal the Bank Secrecy Act, the Know Your Customer, and other laws that violate our right to financial privacy. Many people go to Bitcoin because they do not want privacy, so I would work to repeal those unjust laws. I would also appoint commissioners to the CFTC and the SEC who would then seek to deregulate Bitcoin and other crypto assets. I think that's a really good thing to do as the potential head of the executive branch. A lot of people do believe that their privacy rights are being infringed upon when just using these crypto exchanges. Just because of the KYC verifications, before you can sign up on an exchange, you have to give them your driver's license or ID or passport, and you also have to take a picture. Sometimes you have to hold your driver's license or your passport while taking a selfie for verification. And I understand that most of that's due to money laundering, but a lot of people would agree with me when I'm saying that that is definitely an infringement on your right to privacy. And that's why a lot of people use Bitcoin ATMs to buy Bitcoin, and they also use websites such as local Bitcoins, or they'll use Monero, then go back into Bitcoin, or use Bitcoin mixers because of their privacy. So I think that's a really cool thing to see with a presidential candidate already talking about positive and bullish news for cryptocurrencies as a whole. She also said, I would appoint leaders at the Treasury Department who would be told to leave Bitcoin and crypto operations alone. Lastly, I would pardon Ross Ulbricht, the individual who operated the Silk Road Marketplace. Ulbricht is serving more than one life sentence in prison for non-violent offenses, partly because some of the Silk Road members were selling drugs for Bitcoin. By doing these things, it would help keep finances private and help stop the government-induced devaluation of the dollar. That is another very bold claim, and I'll go ahead and be on the record, and I say that I support this. I do support Ross Ulbricht being freed from prison. That's my opinion. You don't have to like it or not, but I do believe, he shouldn't be in prison for life for operating a website, a free market website. And along with what Dr. Joe Jorgensen said, I will say, if you aren't already familiar with the Libertarian Party, they kind of go hand in hand with Austrian economics. And if you don't know much about Austrian economics, it also goes hand in hand with Bitcoin. Talking about sound money and hard money, and the value of hard money versus the hypocrisy and the fall of fiat. Libertarians, for the most part, agree with that. They're for ending the Fed. They think the Fed is one of the worst agencies that the United States government has ever implemented. A currency is a medium of exchange that is agreed upon both parties, the buyer and the seller. So as long as the buyer and the seller agree that, let's say some Lego blocks, like if I wanted to give you 50 Lego blocks for some chewing gum, as long as that you find value in these 50 Lego blocks, and I also find value in these 50 Lego blocks, and you deem that is equal to or more than the amount that you value some chewing gum, then that Lego blocks, or the Lego blocks themselves, are considered a currency, since it's a medium of exchange between two parties. And like I said, libertarians believe the same thing. It just goes hand in hand with Austrian economics. But like I said, I don't want this video to be too political. I'm just trying to show people that there is a presidential candidate that is for cryptocurrency, that is for the adoption of blockchain. So we talked about the article. Now I'm about to play the live stream video from the podcast from 2 days. It was 2 days ago. So it's the Roads to Liberty podcast on Facebook. You can go check them out. I think it was about two days ago, or maybe yesterday. I can't remember. This quarantine's got my head messed up. But yeah, check out the video right now.
Another one's been popping up a lot is, what are your views on cryptocurrency and the regulations of it? I've seen that one several times. That might be on your website, but we've had some people popping in.
Yeah, well, first of all, I am following the Libertarian Party platform, plank by plank, and the Libertarian Party platform is clear that we should have free market currency, that what we have under a monopoly system is what we usually have under monopoly systems, which is something that is non-responsive and basically doesn't give you a choice. So by going to, and by the way, you said cryptocurrency, I'm suggesting gold, silver, or, back in the olden days, they used to talk about people bringing chickens to their doctors for payment. If you're a company and you want to accept chickens as a currency, that's fine with me. Whatever two people decide on a currency, the government doesn't have a right to get involved and tell them no.
All right, yeah, and like I said, that's her take on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and I stayed on that podcast, and I kept asking the same question, what are your views on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? I asked that same question over and over and over again, and finally, the producers of the podcast got her to answer the question and asked her. So that's all I have for today. But before I end today's video, I'm not going to talk about the PayPal and Venmo news. That news is pretty much out everywhere. But I watched Crypto Lark's video from 2 days ago, and what he said really hit home. And I just want to reiterate what Crypto Lark said, and I just want to show you guys the importance and the the gravity of the situation when it comes to PayPal and Venmo's users entering the crypto space.
When you combine in Cash App with Grayscale, which has, of course, just massive demand, gobbling up insane amounts of Bitcoin, you can understand that Bitcoin is wildly scarce right now here today. Cash App is consuming more than half of the newly mined supply. Grayscale is gobbling up more Bitcoin than the miners combined. New Grayscale competitors like Wilshire Phoenix, when they get approval, they're also going to start gobbling up huge amounts of Bitcoin. There is literally not enough Bitcoin for each Fidelity customer who sells Bitcoin, of course, to their customers to have even 1 Bitcoin. And there is not enough Bitcoin for each Coinbase user to have 1 Bitcoin. And this is the most shocking realization about this PayPal story, is that there is not enough Bitcoin for each PayPal user to have 0.05 Bitcoin. I will repeat this because it's important. There is not enough Bitcoin for each PayPal user to have 0.05 Bitcoin. This is insane, man. This is bull run rocket fuel right here. If you have got 1 Bitcoin, then you are already in the top percentile of Bitcoin holders. So hodl on, my friends. And look, this PayPal story.
So yeah, like you said, there's not enough Bitcoin to go around for PayPal's users to each get 0.05 Bitcoin. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be in the world. Only 18 million and some change right now, and about like 3 million lost forever supposedly. There's not enough Bitcoin to go around. And with PayPal, like you said, there is not enough Bitcoin for PayPal's users to get 0.05 Bitcoin each. If you're not buying Bitcoin as much as you can now responsibly, not financial advice, but that's definitely what I'm doing. I'm buying Bitcoin as much as I can responsibly. The scarcity of Bitcoin is one of its most important attributes. And like I said, there will only ever be 21 million, and there's only 18 million and some change in circulation, with like 3 million gone forever. So not financial advice, but if you're not buying Bitcoin when you can, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. But those are my 2 Satoshis. That is it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the DeFi. Let me know what you think about the presidential candidate, Dr. Joe Jorgensen. But please, if you don't mind, do not make the comments a political war zone. I don't want it to be too political. If you want to share your opinions and stuff, that's okay, but don't lash out at me. And also, don't lash out at me for Max Keiser's viewpoints on protesting doesn't work. You should buy Bitcoin instead. I agree partially, but mostly with the only thing I really agree with is individual sovereignty, and the way to get there is to buy Bitcoin. That's probably like the only thing I really agree with for the most part. So like I said, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting the news. I'm just giving it to you, and I'm just keeping it real. But yeah, thank you for watching my video today. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I'll probably upload another video sometime this week, maybe 2 more, but that is it from you guys. I hope you have a very good rest of your day. Thank you for watching my video. Later.